Chapter 1. The stillness of the morning was disrupted by the rustling of bags and the hurried packing of last-minute essentials. The living room of Raymond's house was buzzing with activity, but no one looked particularly thrilled about their trip. "So, you guys are really sure about this?" Allison asked hesitantly, her eyes fixed on the invitation lying on the table. It was cryptic. No details about who had sent it or exactly where the party was going to be held. The only thing on it was an address so obscure that even Google Maps couldn't locate it. Raymond, who had just stuffed a bottle of water into his bag, paused and glanced at Allison. "Come on, Allie. It's not like this is the first time we've gone somewhere new. It's just a party, right? They said it's gonna be fun." His smile wasn't big, but it was enough to ease some of the concern on his friends' faces. Ben, struggling to lift a heavy suitcase, furrowed his brows. "Fun? I'd feel a whole lot better if we actually knew who was throwing this thing. This doesn't sound like a normal party." Sasha, lounging on the couch and adjusting her dress, simply shrugged. "I'm just going with the flow. Raymond planned everything, right? If anything feels off, we'll just leave." Logan, who had been silently polishing his boots, finally spoke up. "I still think it's weird. But maybe Raymond's right. If nothing's off, then why not?" Raymond's grin widened slightly, trying to reassure them even more. "Just trust me. This is going to be way better than just another boring night hanging out. And if it's not, we turn around and head home. Either way, we'll have a story to tell. I hope this party is what you said. I will be angry with you if it doesn't match expectations," Sasha said. Allison took her cell phone and then typed a message to the teacher defending herself that she would go to the party and ask for a holiday from training. After sending the message, she turned to look at her friends. "Okay, I think it's time to get ready." That night, the sky was pitch black, with only the pale moonlight breaking through the thick clouds. They had left long after sunset, following the GPS directions that Raymond insisted would take them to the party's location. The car glided down an empty highway, the sound of tires against asphalt the only thing filling the silence. It was a back road, one that was clearly not often used by the public. Allison sat in the passenger seat, occasionally glancing at the GPS screen with growing skepticism. "Ray, I really think we've gone too far. This route doesn't make any sense," she said, trying to keep her voice calm but unable to hide the unease creeping in. Raymond kept his hands steady on the wheel, his eyes fixed on the road. "We're only a few minutes away. The party's in a more secluded spot, so of course, we have to take a less traveled route. If you're that worried, we can always turn back." But as they continued driving, the road felt off. The smooth asphalt gradually turned into a rough, uneven path. Street lights, once scattered along the way, grew sparse until they disappeared entirely. The forest on either side of them seemed to be closing in. "This isn't a normal route. We should still be on a main road, right?" Ben asked, confusion evident in his voice. He stared out the window at the growing darkness, the car's headlights barely illuminating the thick woods surrounding them. A cold breeze swept through, rattling the leaves outside. "No, we're supposed to take this alternate route," Raymond reassured him. Logan gazed at the towering trees, their gnarled branches forming what looked like a natural prison around them. "I don't know, man. This doesn't feel like we're heading to a party. The deeper we go, the more it feels like we're making a mistake." Sasha turned to glance behind them, scanning their surroundings before looking back at the GPS in Allison's hands. "This looks more like a hiking trail. Are we sure we're still on the right path?" Raymond could feel the tension rising in the car. Even he was starting to doubt the GPS, which seemed to be leading them deeper into the forest. But he forced himself to stay calm. "There's nothing to worry about. It's just an alternative route." Still, the further they went, the worse it got. The eerie silence of the forest, the suffocating darkness, and the unsettling feeling that they weren't alone, it all started pressing in on them. The only sound was the hum of the car's engine, but even that felt deafening against the quiet. It was as if the forest was listening, watching. "Ray, I don't know about this," Allison muttered, her voice laced with growing fear. "It feels like we're driving straight into a maze. What if the GPS is wrong? There are no signs, no landmarks, nothing." Ben exhaled sharply, staring at the increasingly narrow road ahead. "Don't tell me you're actually planning to keep going. This feels wrong, Raymond." Raymond gripped the steering wheel a little tighter, feeling the weight of their worried stares. But he didn't want to turn back, not yet. "We've come this far. Just a little more. I promise we're almost there." But as they pressed forward, the unease in the car grew thicker. Shadows flickered outside, twisted branches swaying eerily in the wind. The distant sounds of nocturnal animals suddenly felt unnervingly close, like they were being drawn to the moving car. Minutes passed. Still no sign of an exit. No lights. No clearing. Nothing but the endless stretch of darkness ahead. And that's when Raymond's confidence started to waver. The road might have been paved once, but the thick layer of fallen leaves suggested that no cars had passed through in a long time. Maybe years. Maybe longer. And for the first time he started to wonder, had they made a mistake coming here?